Yeehaw! Let's get this truck right to go. Yeehaw! We're driving in the streets of San Diego. Time to accelerate until 100 miles per hour. Oh, maybe I shouldn't probably bring up my speeding allegations. I tell you, the allegations, not real. Allegations. I haven't been convicted, just on trial. But regardless, Isekai Incorporated.
This is so impossible. Help me. This is so impossible.
Nothing's impossible for Isekai Inc. What are you talking about back there? Who's talking back there anyways? It must be the voice in my head, you know? Must be the voice in my head. We're perfectly fine. Let's get going. You thought you were pretty big with that truck? Yeah, I'm much bigger than you, little kid. Get out of here.
I have 3 identities now. I have Regis, I have Altare, and now Isekai Inc Man.
Yeehaw! We're just driving straight past these losers. There's no cops on the road to catch me. I remember when I had enough money to buy a house. I wanted to buy a house, but my friend was like, hey, what if you put it all on red on blackjack, on roulette? I was like, okay, I'll probably do that. That sounds like a fun time. So then I put it all on red, and look at me. It wasn't red. My life was in shambles after that. Let's just say that Isekai Inc was supposed to be my house, but kind of became my working life instead. You guys want to hear about my wife that left me? I mean, it's a pretty sad story, but so, there was one day, right? I was driving my truck back home. Long after I went on a long journey, delivering some, high-quality ingredients. Yeah, that's what we call it, high-quality ingredients. Stuff that, you know, if it gets touched, then, probably goes kablooey, blows the sky high. I got home after going on that great journey, and I was so excited to talk to my wife about it. So I called my wife, and, she had some beef stew ready for me, right? And, you know, I just wanted to eat some good food, and, so I started driving home in my nice little truck. I was driving home, and I was driving a little bit too fast, to be honest. I was very excited to see my wife. And, yeah, my wife was standing outside my the front door with the beef stew in her hands. And, let's just say that, brakes are... You should probably maintain your brakes if you can. Go to a mechanic and, you know, maybe get those checked out every once in a while. Let's just say that a human body and a truck exterior should not mix. But then I got a letter in the mail. It wasn't in the mail. It more like it magically appeared on my desk within like a magical rune. And I read it. Surprisingly, I could read a couple things. She told me a crazy story that she was stuck in a different world. You know, she became a witch, a magician? I don't know. Maybe she was playing pranks on me before she died, but you know, sometimes I think that she's out there. Yeah, sometimes I think that she's out there. You know, just being herself. Yeah. So that's what happened to my wife. You want to hear what happened to my kid?
Jesus Christ.
How big was my family? Well, I like the way that you said was. Because it kind of is a was. It's not an is, it's a was. I had a family. Don't have a family. I had a family. Until that day. That cursed day. Should I talk to you guys about my story about my son? Go ahead? Alright. You guys won't judge me, right? Just know that everything I did in this story was for my son, okay? It wasn't done out of malicious content. So, a year back, right? A year after my wife transported to another world, I found my son in my basement. It was very interesting, because I never thought he was an artist, but, wowee! There were some crazy symbols on the ground, like a 5-pointed star and stuff. That was some pretty good stuff. I was like, hey, son. He was like,
yeah, Dad. What's up, bro?
And I was like, eehaw, that's some pretty drawings right there. What do you got there? What's happening?
Oh, Dad, you weren't supposed to see this. Do you like this pentagram?
Yeah, I don't really understand what a pentagram is, considering all these newfangled stuff. So, I let my son continue his art project down there in the basement. You know, sometimes he'd bring people in, and maybe sometimes he didn't come out. But that wasn't my concern. You know, he's a grown adult, and sometimes he needs a way to cope with his feelings, especially after my wife died, or got isekai'd at least. So about a week later, right, I got back from my next trucking journey. I noticed it was quite silent. It was quite silent in my house. Which is strange, because my son normally likes to play his drums in the basement, which is, you know, it's a hobby. Sometimes the neighbors complain, but if I'm not home to answer the bell, then, you know, there's nothing they can do. Regardless, I went in the kitchen, you know, trying to get me some milk. So then I oh, get out of my way! Get out of my way! But anyways, I was drinking my milk, and I walked down the basement steps, and I noticed there was a weird-looking creature in the center of the pentagram. Now, I was just thinking that maybe my son was just working with paper mache, right? That's what all the kids do nowadays, right? Paper mache. So, to be honest, I kind of disregarded it, and my son wasn't anywhere to be found. To be honest, I still don't know where he is. Sometimes I think that he ran away. Maybe he's living a wonderful life here in Bakersfield, California. Maybe I'll find him there. Hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Anyways, continue the story. I looked over at the body and noticed it had the same features as my wife. The only weird thing was her clothes. She was wearing some kind of like wizard robe. You know, something like out of an isekai. Oh my god, wait. Wizard robe. Isekai. Pentagram. Oh my god. Was it really my wife? Nah, it couldn't be my wife. Who am I thinking? Yeehaw! That couldn't be my wife. Nah, my wife's just living the journey in her isekai, you know, being her normal magician self. So, yeah, I took the body. Sometimes being a truck driver gets, it's a little expensive, especially maintenance and saving up for your stuff. So, I thought to myself, maybe I could skip this week's grocery run and we didn't have to buy meat. So, it was kind of a lonely dinner, eating meat stew, without my son, without my wife, just me, my truck. It was a true story, by the way, a true story. I know some people might not believe me, but nobody does. I went to the cops. I went to a therapist. Nobody believed me. They were all like, "You're just batshit crazy," and I was like, "Yeehaw, yeah, I am."
I don't know how much longer I can do this, guys. I'm going crazier. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm going crazy. He's infecting my brain. Isekai Man is infecting my brain right now.
But anyways, did I tell you about what happened to my daughter? Just tuning in, love to hi, thank you. My name's Isekai Man. I'm a truck driver. Lost my wife, lost my son. Who knows what happened to my daughter? You guys want to hear about my daughter? I'll talk about my daughter if you guys want. I'm very proud of her. Very, very proud of her. So, my daughter, you guys probably won't believe this, but my daughter was the president of the United States. She got elected into Congress, then she served a couple terms, and then voila, they asked her, "Would you like to be president of the United States?" And she was like, "Sure, I would love to be the president of the United States." So then before she agreed, she consulted me, her dear father. She was like,
"Hey, Dad, should I become the president of the United States?"
And of course, the supporting dad I am, I said yeah. Oh, hell yeah. So she took the job. Sometimes I hear about her on the news.
President Man has called the situation here in Budu.
So, yeah, if you ever see my daughter on TV, make sure to let me know, okay? Make sure to record it on VHS, send it off to me. My address, well, I'm kind of a moving address, to be honest. I had to sell my house. You'll find me somewhere. Alrighty, it's time to get out of here. Myself, Mr. Isekai Man, there's a couple of things I wanted to accomplish in this company, right? Deliver copium, deliver everything that I ever wanted to, all that kind of jazz. But the one thing that fulfills me, let me show you how we can do it on this trip. Let's go find some people to isekai, shall we? So, basically what we gotta do is we gotta, go off trail a little bit. Gotta find some people. A free trial to isekai. Sometimes you gotta give them a little something before you give them the whole product. And, maybe we can show the world why they call us the Isekai train. Got 7 minutes to isekai someone. Gotta go fast. Let's go super fast. Maybe we can isekai the cops. Okay. Are you guys ready to see something amazing? Now, I know that here in America, people drive on the right side of the road, but that's just a guidance. That's just a suggestion. Let's go on the other side of the road, shall we? Much more fun. Yeehaw! Let's keep driving up this road. Let's gain some speed. We're still under the speed limit. We gotta find some cops to isekai too. Slowly but surely, we're gaining speed. Gotta get up to at least 100 miles an hour. At least. Can I get a yeehaw in chat? Yeehaw for our isekai trucking journey. Yeehaw! Let's do it. Gaining speed slowly. 75 miles an hour. 76, 77, 76. Trombone led the big parade. And 104 cornets close behind. And over 1,000 of those finest trumpeteers. Hello!
Anyways, thank you everybody for joining me. That was American Truck Simulator.